Ladies and gentlemen, Viktor from Younium here. Today, we're here to dive into the pivotal trends shaping SaaS in 2024. It is our state of subscription management. We have brought together an exceptional group of experts from diverse sectors within the SaaS landscape, from finance, sales, marketing to product management, with insights from industries like cybersecurity, AI, workforce management, customer relations, and revenue. The depth of perspectives has been nothing short of fantastic, and we are very thankful for that. You will hear about the trends in managing finance teams, how the CFOs and marketing work together, and even closer in 2024 to hit those revenue targets. What key insights do CFOs aim to apply? How to drive business optimization, growth, and much more. As we reflect on these discussions, one resounding theme echoes. It's cash flow and revenue leakage. It's the lifeblood of any business, and understanding its nuances becomes even more critical in the dynamic world of SaaS. What has become abundantly clear is that subscription management solutions are no longer a conversation about the future. They are an indispensable component of the financial tech stack. So looking ahead to 2024, our experts predict a SaaS landscape where these solutions will play an even more essential role. Before I conclude, I'd like to contribute a few thoughts drawn from the insights gathered at Younium over the past year. These insights may offer a glimpse into the key trends that will shape subscription management going forward. We have seen that our industry is getting more and more a defined area. It's not so much about what do I need to solve these problems with cash flow and revenue leakage. It's rather, we need subscription management to get our house in order. The next question is then, how do I get the right tool to match my business? Is this something I build myself? Do I puzzle it together with different components? We think there are several answers to these questions that we are going to listen to today. So stay tuned and ask yourself, do I have a solution in place to support my business for the future? I invite you all to deep dive with our experts who share their predictions for the future of subscription management and SaaS. Thank you.
So I would say in terms of going into 2024, I don't think we should expect any big changes in terms of turnaround when it comes to the macroeconomics. So I think it will still be a lot of do more with less, scrappy, smart initiatives, have super efficient teams and work really efficient. But in combination, we need to be persistent because most likely we're not going to see what works immediately. It's going to continue to take some time before we see the results. So persistence is going to be key, and combine that with trying to find smaller short-term wins, so you can at least feel that you're moving in the right direction, or that you have some kind of leading indicators telling you that you're moving in the right direction. And then continue to build position, strengthen your brand, because when that happens, we don't know, but when the economics turn around, the better positioned you are to put in an extra gear, then the better it's going to be. Given the fact that we are in a tougher time right now, it's important that you keep track of ROI in terms of everything you do. But since GetAccept is a company that works with sales processes, and we have a platform that supports sales processes, we can also see that it's extremely important to have your sales process in control. There is we can see that it's fundamental to understand, for example, stakeholder management. There's more stakeholders involved in a purchase decision right now. And as a salesperson, if you don't know exactly who is involved in the decision and understand that there's more than 8 people, it might be 10 people, it might be 12 people, and that you keep track of each one of them, and especially knows who is the economic buyer here, because he or she is the one that's going to nail the decision. That is also something that you as a company need to adapt to. because that is not going to change. I think it's more evident today that less people dare to take decisions by themselves if we compare to a few years ago, and more people want to feel confident that they're making the right decision, and in order to feel confident they need to bring in more people into the decision making. So we're not going to move away from seeing a lot of different stakeholders in the buying process, and that's also something that SaaS companies need to adapt to. Yeah, when it comes to tools that can help or improve the relationship between the CFO and the marketeer or the marketing team, I think it's fundamental to have some kind of revenue attribution tool in place, because obviously when you speak to the CFO, you need to speak the language of the CFO, but also, of course, the CFO needs to understand what kind of KPIs a marketing team or a CMO follows, and a revenue attribution tool can actually get that view or merge that view and provide like a common ground for CMO and CFO to base their conversation on. So I would say that's fundamental. But then also some kind of data analytic visualization tool in combination, because there's usually so many different marketing tools in the marketing tech stack, and to add a layer where you can actually visualize the lagging and leading indicators is also, to me, super important.
Yeah, I think in industry we will see a lot of focus on automation for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I think many people in the industry will focus on improving their tech stack, their financial tech stack, and I believe many will focus on innovative processes related to cash flow efficiency. Anything that makes your customers pay faster will be of highly importance next year. And as a CFO, I think it's always important to stay on top of your customer subscription metrics, and that you try to stay as lean as possible in your organization without jeopardizing the quality. And always follow customer payment patterns and net retention metrics and renewal processes carefully. I think next year there will be extra focus on optimizing your time to cash. Try to improve every stage of the process. Avoid manual and time-consuming steps, for example, by integrating your CRM with your subscription management tool. And by doing that, I think you can obtain a seamless and highly efficient process. And companies that are in the middle of their budgeting and forecasting process for next year, I think it's important to take an extra look on your subscription metrics and how that converts, the subscription converts into cash flow. And any deviation on cash flow budgeting next year will be costly, no matter if it's equity you need or if it's debt.
As we heard from Frida Ahrenby, CMO at GetAccept, and Johan Castevall, co-founder of Partinc Capital, in 2024, our focus will be on the tools that can provide us with more data, automation, and revenue overview. Johan emphasized the importance of enabling cash flow management and facilitating efficient processes for SaaS businesses. Furthermore, Frida shared great input regarding stakeholders. She highlighted that the buying process in SaaS will involve different and a wide range of stakeholders. This is something for all of us to consider. How can we enable these teams to work efficiently? We will delve into this topic with our next lineup of speakers, and we will discuss the importance of efficiency, taking care of existing customers and utilizing AI. This will be a recurring theme from our experts, focusing on what AI can do for customer success in 2024. We will also explore where AI stands with finance, a topic that I am particularly interested in. One aspect that goes hand in hand with this is cybersecurity. Tom van Dael, CFO at Foxit, will share his thought on this super relevant topic for us again in the year ahead. He will also expand into revenue leakage and one other threat for SaaS companies and what considerations to take into account. Stay with us for these thoughtful topics.
With the economical climate we're in, I think very few businesses are actually building a large finance organization, but it's rather doing more with less and building with efficiency and scalable and also automating functions. But if I would mention one thing, it will be to rather look after your existing customers more. So that would be investing in roles which are customer facing and understand that finance actually plays a very important role in that whole customer experience. And maybe not a specific role, but I think all SaaS companies are also looking into skill set and knowledge around ESG, since that is such an important topic coming up on everyone's agenda for next year as well. So again, with this economic climate, everyone, and especially our customers, are looking at being more efficient. So with that, to be relevant, I think you have to help your customers in driving efficiency. And one key trend, which you kind of like just can't miss out of, is of course around AI and all that power that brings in being more efficient and also to drive optimizations in your businesses. But overall, I'm actually leaning towards being quite positive when I look at 2024. And of course, it's a lot of uncertainty out there, but I think actually that the worst is behind us right now. I think we as a business, for instance, are working very well with AI to drive efficiency optimizations with our customers. We at finance specifically might be a little bit behind the curve, to be honest, and that's really a topic where we need to look into.
It would be weird if I would say something else, but I think that that AI will play a very big role in customer success in 2024. I think we're actually at the beginning of the AI wave, and maybe it's also good to emphasize that AI is not one thing. So AI comes in different forms. You have generative AI that actually, when you think of AI, people think of ChatGPT. So it's a language model that can help you with creative and administrative things. So I think that is going to help customer success managers even more in 2024. But actually, it's more than just generative AI. We have predictive AI. That's something like Churned. That's basic. It's predicting what a customer is going to do based on his historic behavior. That's a form of AI. You have NLP, which is natural language processing, basically capturing sentiment out of support tickets or out of customer contact emails. That's something that customer success is not really doing yet. So there are different forms of AI, and they all have their own use cases. And I think that within customer success, that is something that that more use cases will be applied in the coming years, and that will change customer success. So I'm not saying that it will replace humans, because definitely that's not the case. It is a human-to-human business, but it will help humans do their job better and equipped with the right information, so they can focus on the things that actually matter, and not spend too much time on things that do not matter. So it will be a combination of human empathy and a machine that helps them with doing their jobs well. So I think that's what we're going to expect from customer success, AI in customer success 2024. And lastly, I think that the, let's say, the B2C level of personalization will also become more and more prevalent in a B2B setting like customer success. So that's my take on it.
Well, I think in cybersecurity, a lot of regulation will come away. So we will be forced by NIS2, DORA, so a lot of things are getting our way. And I think it's not a question, if you'll get hit by cyber things, it will. So I think it's better to be prepared and have that discussion to see how you can prepare, to make sure that people are aware of what can happen, and also think about what the impact will be, and are we able to do it ourselves? Do we already need to look at someone who will help us, so that once it happens, you're prepared. And I think what you often see when it happens, and you're not able to address it, get expert in, the longer you wait, the bigger the problems get. And we all see around the world what kind of big problems you can get into if you're really hit with a big cyber incident. And I think for the focus area, I think we all know that cash is very important these times. I always worked for more legacy companies, so there it is: simplification, understanding your business model. There's revenue leakage all over the place. If you simplify, there's more focus. You focus on your customer, focus on recurring revenue, focus on subscriptions, get that customer intimacy, get the login. You know your customers, you know what they want. You can upsell. So I think it's a lot of those things that you need to focus on to make sure that the customers that you have, that they stay with you and you get the best result out of it. It's always cheaper than to find new ones.
As we approach the last speaker, we've saved a special segment. Younium's VP of Product, Björn Schlingmann. Björn will provide us with an overview of key trends in 2024, discussing different use cases, the importance of taking care of subscription life cycles, and share insights from Younium's data about what our customers are asking from us. Additionally, he will explore instances where users didn't opt for a subscription management solution, which resulted in higher costs, and examining why it didn't enable efficiently. The importance of having a tailored tool for your industry, one that speaks the same language, is a recurring theme that we have encountered.
I think that in 2024, we will see that it's most important to utilize a tool that's tailored to your industry and that fully supports the complete lifecycle of subscriptions. And by looking at tools tailored to the industry, buyers notice that the tool speaks the same language as your business, because you will have peers that has already identified and solved solutions to the challenges in your business processes. And these tools can also address the important factors of high usability, for example, that are specifically high and possible when you solve more concrete use cases. Many of our customers have previously been in situations with projects to implement subscription management in the more non-tailored tools, for example, CRM platforms that traditionally has had a very flexible approach to customizations and add-on developments. That's been their whole business. The problem with this is that the fundamentals in billing and financials, for example, are not there. And it makes it both an expensive development project, but it also does not give you the end result needed. So the market of point solutions that are tailored to different businesses has grown significantly, and we see that there are now alternatives that are from bottom up built for the different use cases. For example, business to consumer, the more standardized business to business subscription businesses, etc. And the landscape for custom-built solutions or utilizing a more non-standard platform, for example, using a CRM or a CPQ platform, is getting smaller and smaller, and businesses has for some time identified that ready-to-use solutions are the way to go. And at Younium, we have for the last few years converted many users from CRM and CPQ solutions into our platform, which is then built to support the complexity and challenges at SaaS and software companies.
A thank you to all our esteemed speakers and industry experts for sharing their invaluable insights with us. For a deeper dive into the wealth of the trends shared, I encourage you to explore the Younium blog, where we have created specific articles on this topic. You will find a diverse array of contributors, each delving into the broader realms, including networking and customer success. So conversation doesn't end here. It extends into the rich tapestry of topics that we have collected. Make sure to stay tuned and explore the Younium articles for a continuous flow of insights that go beyond today's discussions. Thanks all for being part of this enriching experience.